cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And now Smith going to change the play. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Play action. It's Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He gets away from one, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the gun and give the game well. Down to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. The left side completion to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And going right back to Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Trying the left side with Walker. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Running left is Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go Sunday, Sunday.
From the gun, it's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. On this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they picked up the first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run behind center with Gainwell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
53.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And Walker once more. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a run with Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll roll him out right. And Walker has it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Straight ahead, Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st down, Hurts.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And that'll wind as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a 1st-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Pulled in at the 24. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Eagles 14.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, we go to the one.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll get this down to the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, we go.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game.